Right.
Jeff Harkin.
Okay.
People shortened his name to Jed.
Jed.
That was his nickname.
Okay.
Go on. He was a pilot.
Right.
Why didn't you give me that before? He dropped many bombs. He dropped many bombs. Jed. Jeff Harkin.
All right.
From an 18th century Lord Mayor and former landlord to a tragic 20th century serviceman, York's Golden Fleece appeared to house only benevolent souls. But nightfall promised a far darker side and spine-chilling events that would wipe smiles from everyone's faces. Small in size but significant in stature, this is the Golden Fleece, reputedly York's and perhaps even Britain's most haunted public house. Derek Acorah's visit to this location may have been brief, but it was proving productive. And before his unusually early departure, he also spent time on the building's second floor.
Okay. Now as we come in here now, I am aware now of a lady who's a little bit, I won't say angry. I feel there's a slight agitation with her, and I feel the agitation is born out of one thing, an intrusion. You know, people coming in and around. Sam's just said she liked being called the lady. She liked being called the lady. Alice walks here.
What time period would Alice be from?
1702. 1702.
And how did she die?
How did she pass? How did Alice pass? Once John had to leave her, she was greatly unhappy. For 5 years she endured the unhappiness with the departure and the parting from John, her husband.
Okay.
And that's why, that is the spirit man that comes in, and he's looking for Alice.
Oh, who you said before, right.
He's looking for Alice. Right. John is looking for Alice. He comes into the atmosphere, he roams, and what have you.
But she's here also, so why can't they see each other?
This is what I've just asked now. Alice, you know something? Alice is not grounded here all the time, Ivy, nor is John. But I don't feel that, well, they couldn't have done. For whatever reason, they've not joined up with each other in the world of spirit.
Derek appears to have identified possibly this pub's most notable owners, and thankfully no sign of malevolence was yet in sight. But what of David Wells and his night vision reading of this ancient hostelry?
Okay, I've got an old man in here. I'm getting the name Edward with him. He's a very helpful man. He wants to help me. You know, he wants to come with me. He wants to help me around the house.
Is he here now, in this room now?
Yes. Well, he's actually here. He's stood beside me.
Can you ask him to maybe do something? Is he able to do something?
Yeah, if you could, Edward, if you're here, could you move something?
What was that?
What was that?
Yeah, there's something behind me.
Something over there.
What did you hear?
Like, you know, like a cord that you
Yes,
pull
that's
down?
right. That's
Clinking
clicking. I
off.
thought it was one of your
Is
cameras.
there a cord there?
I just thought it was over there with you.
Is there any way we could ask Edward if he could try and turn one of the taps on? It's a silly thing, I know, but...
Okay, I can ask him.
Yeah.
Edward, if you can see the taps, could you turn one on? Or something we can all see.
Sensing that the soul of an old man called Edward may still reside here, we move to an area that is synonymous with cold spots, moving beds and slamming doors. The Minster Room.
I meant to ask you about Edward. What did he die of?
It seems to me that he died of old age. He didn't... there was no skullduggery in his death at all.
Right.
I've literally just been having something else tugging on my back pocket as though something's been wanting to take my wallet out of my pocket. And I've just been turning around every other second to make sure there's no one there, and I've just been having that my back pocket there. So
Being tapped?
Do you want me to mention
Yeah.
why that is? Because
Yes,
that's something we got earlier. I had an early walk round with Richard, just Richard and myself, and when we went into the cellar to follow the highwayman, we got a story there of 4 other people and the highwayman. There was a murder where the highwayman murdered a man, but his little boy was working for them and he was a pickpocket thief, generally got into small spaces. Now, as Richard went into the cellar, after that, he felt someone tried to take the mic pack out his back pocket.
Because you know you're talking about pockets.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a microphone there, haven't I? Yeah. Someone, so I swear to you, someone has just
Lifted
done the
little boy.
no, they've done something in my pocket. And
Did you feel
did you not
anything?
see me turn back? I
Yeah.
actually thought you walked into me,
No.
or that I'd backed up
I
against
don't
the
think
door.
you did, I'm sure.
No, you didn't.
You can check on the camera.
You didn't, and I haven't. And I swear to you, I actually felt something in my back pocket.
Twice today. I keep a knife in this pocket, and twice I've taken it out of my pocket and it's been open and I've cut my fingers twice.
Oh, good
It's
grief!
never happened
No,
before.
it's this little boy.
Then it's a, it's a lock knife. It's
Davey.
shut. I take it out of my pocket and it's been open.
I didn't know that, John.
I didn't mention it when it happened because I just thought I was being an idiot. I've left it open in the pocket, but it's never happened before. It's happened twice today, never before.
there you go. He's just done it again there, my pocket. Something's just pulled on my pocket.
Okay. Well, is it
So-
worth asking him maybe to go around and try and pull on all of our
Yeah,
pockets?
if you could do it to someone else. You might do it as you walk around. He clearly walks.
What was that?
I could have sworn something, it might be, I don't know, everyone says psychosomatic, but I swore something just touched my back. There's no money in there. I could have sworn something just, but it wasn't like a tug, it was like a prod. Pushing it out of the way.
Richard, you were next to Carl. It wasn't you by accident?
No,
You sure you didn't swing your arm?
Definitely not. No, definitely not.
Amazingly, 4 members of the crew have now experienced the same phenomena, a tugging sensation at waist level. Was this perhaps a pickpocket, or possibly the small boy who was tragically trampled to death by horses outside this very pub? So far we had no clear answers, but St Catherine's room may change that.
Now this is the room where there's been a lot of doors being locked in the bathroom areas when Stuart was in there earlier on, wasn't there, Stuart?
Right.
Just tell us what's happened.
I went into the toilet and I'd not locked that door, but I'd locked this one. So I'd finished and I couldn't get out of this door. I was locked in for some unknown reason. So I only heard Carl shouting, "Stu, where are you?" It was Carl. That's what I think you held the handle.
What do you think, David?
Moving up and down, yeah.
There's nothing you can't move the handle up and down.
No, that's what I thought was quite strange. That
It doesn't go through, does it?
no, I thought it was Stuart just trying to do the handle, but clearly it was only later on when I came back and I looked, the handle doesn't go all the way through.
So you've seen a handle move all on its own?
Yeah, I thought it was Stuart initially, so it didn't really bug me because I just thought it was Stuart, but then I realised it wasn't. It was something else.
News of this strange phenomena had soon spread, but with everyone else, including all of our cameras elsewhere in the building, we unfortunately have no recorded evidence of this crew member's frantic attempts to escape St Catherine's bathroom.
Who is it, David?
I tell you what I'm getting. I'm getting pushed into this room. It's almost like being pushed into a cell violently. Violent. I'm going to have to go in, aren't I, really? But, when the door's shut and you can't, for some reason, you can't get out, which is exactly what happened to Stuart. God, I don't like it at all.
What if we shut this door on you now?
I wouldn't be very pleased with you.
Do you want a torch with you?
I don't really want to be in by myself. I know
I'll
that sounds
come
like a
with
big girly thing, but
Right, we're going to shut the door and it's
Okay.
not locked.
okay.
You alright?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It doesn't even shut properly.
It won't shut properly.
But just if you want to stay outside and lean against the door.
How do you feel, David?
I feel very claustrophobic. I can tell you that I am picking up on a skeleton. There's something about the skeleton and what he's got on that's important and significant. Was that you?